Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurkamiliah Delisha binti Sukma Adiwasono and I am 15 years old. I am from 3KA SMK Teluk Palimagarang. My school code is BEA 1069. Today, I would like to give out a review on a book. It's an online book. The title of the book is The Workaholic's Wife. The book is written by an Indian author named Marhum Kanvir. The book is published on Wattpad and the genre of the book is none other than romance. The story started when Scarlett, a 25 years old baker who owns a bakery, waits for her little customer Kara. Kara is a 5 years old child who often came to the bakery to buy some pastries with her babysitter Gina. However, on that day, Kara didn't come with her babysitter Gina. Instead, she came with her grandmother, Catherine. Catherine and Scarlett seem to blend out really well together on their first encounter. However, on the next day, when Catherine and Karas came to the bakery to pick up some pastries, Scarlett gave out some shocking information for them. It seems like she has to close her bakery for a while because she doesn't have enough money to pay for the rent for her bakery. Catherine doesn't seem happy with that news. She seems so sad. However, Catherine's got an idea. She offered Scarlett a deal, which is Catherine will pay for her bakery rent, while Scarlett have to marry her son Evan. Evan is a cool workaholic billionaire who is in his late 20s, and also Kara's father. Scarlett seems to hesitate at first, but after doing a lot of thinking for days, she finally agreed on that deal. Their wedding was held after a few months. Everything went well. Their vows, ceremony, and all the guests were there too, except for one guest, which is Love. Their love wasn't there to fill up their wedding hall. Their wedding was bland without their love. After all, it's just an arrangement marriage made by Evan's mother. Scarlett marries Evans for her bakery, and Evans marries Scarlett for Cara. There's no love involved at all. Well, obviously, their marriage doesn't give off a good start. Scarlett wants to get close to Evans, but Evans is just as cold as usual. He doesn't really want to talk to Scarlett. Well, even if they talk, Scarlett would end up getting hurt by Evan's word. Well, despite all those misery, Scarlett won't give up. She still tried to be a good wife to Evan. All her efforts didn't go to vain. Evan's heart has become much more warmer now. He have tried to accept Scarlett in his life. He have loved her too. They made a lot of beautiful memories together, whether it's a sweet or bittersweet, or maybe bitter memory too. The marriage made events less colder. And Kara got much more happier, with Scarlett being her stepmother. Their love grew from nothing to everything. They look a lot like a family now compared to before, with their love grow and Kara's by their side. However, some happy memory wasn't meant to last forever. One day, Evan had to go on a business trip alone, so he left Kara under Scarlett's care. And Scarlett got an idea to go on a date with Kara. When they went out on a date, Kara got into an accident, which is pretty bad. Scarlett was scared. She's scared that Evan wouldn't forgive her for what had happened to Kara. Well, Scarlett went to the hospital with Catherine and waited for Evan to arrive to the hospital after his business trip. After waiting for like hours, Evan finally arrived at the hospital. He threw tantrum right straight to Scarlett. He said that Scarlett can't take care of his child properly. Scarlett was obviously very disappointed and sad at him for not listening to any of her explanation and just said that straight to her face. Evan, on the other side, drove Scarlett away and forbade Scarlett to meet Karas for a while. Scarlett can't do anything about it and just left the hospital and as well as her family. After days of waiting, Karas finally woke up and she recovered. She went back to her house with her father. Well, their house doesn't seem like a home anymore. It's just a cold, breathing rock built like a house. It doesn't have any warmth in it and doesn't have any sign of happiness. Evans kind of regret what he did to Scarlett, and so he did find Scarlett to ask for his forgiveness. Of course, Scarlett doesn't forgive him at first, but he doesn't give up. He try and try over and over and over again to ask for Scarlett forgiveness, and at the end, Scarlett forgave him and went back to his family. Their family become complete again. Their family become a happy family again. And after a year, a new family member arrived. A baby boy named Luke was born. Their family not only become perfect, their family become perfect, complete, happy family. Well, this happy family start with just an arrangement, but it all end with happiness. So don't judge a book by its cover, by how that marriage goes. The value that I learned from the story is we should never be mean to someone we hate because maybe that someone will be the one that will cheer us up someday. Well, that shall be the end of my review. I hope all of you enjoy the review of my beautiful art. And don't forget to read this book on Wattpad. That's all I have to say. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.